Hey, MCARBO brother, I'm Chris Nelson, president of MCARBO. Really excited to introduce a new P3AT P32 13-pound max control recoil spring to help reduce some of the felt recoil and muzzle flip on these little concealed carry pistols. Now the recoil is not that great, but these things can get a little squirrely if they are small frame, easy to jump out of your hand. So it's all about improving overall performance, and it starts with getting that good, stable shooting position. They need to stay well in your hands. Firm grip, solid performance. Really excited to hear your feedback on these. Let's get on over to the tabletop, put these babies in. Before we get started, let's go ahead and check our firearms together, whether you're doing the installation on the P3AT or the P32. Good way to start, making sure they're clear. Check the chamber, check the bolt face, check the magazine well. P3AT is clear. Go ahead and drop the mag on the P32. Check the chamber, check the bolt face, check the magazine well. P32 is clear. Parts and tools needed for this build: the KEL-TEC P3AT or the P32 Max Control 13-pound recoil spring. Work for both firearms, and a micro tip flathead screwdriver. So a few other items you might have seen by now for your P3AT or your P32 would be this carbon steel A311 mag release, which is fantastic. Works for both. It's installed in both of these right here. You also see we've got two trigger prototypes going right now. Also got the 316 stainless steel guide rod, a fantastic improvement over the plastic guide rod you saw in other videos. They just snapped in half. So an excellent replacement. This Max Control recoil spring goes really well with the stainless steel guide rod. Might as well do them both at the same time. Finally have them both available at the same time. So if you've been with us this long, you've likely done the stainless steel guide rod, and you've got the new A311 carbon steel mag release, which is phenomenal. It's extended, and it's a steel mag release for a steel magazine, which makes much more sense. Got the new aluminum trigger on the way. Also got a spring kit in here to reduce the trigger pull on both firearms. Fantastic improvement. Really coming together, really making this nice little carry pistol. We love the KEL-TEC firearms, love the KEL-TEC platforms, just fantastic. These are some nice little improvements you can make to it to make it your own and fully customize it to the performance level that you desire. So really excited about this. Let's go on ahead and put these new Max Control recoil springs in. It's real simple and easy. Go ahead and just push back a little bit on that slide, and what you're going to do is let it go forward just a little bit. You probably have that much showing, about 1/8 of an inch, and get your flat tip underneath of it and pop it right up. All right, pull the takedown pin out, pull the slide forward, just like that. All right, now we've got access to the stainless steel guide rod and the factory recoil springs. You know, the springs do wear out, so this is something that if you put a lot of rounds through your P3AT, you're likely going to have to replace anyway. Especially if you're getting any sort of malfunctions, any sort of failure to feeds, or the slide not going fully into battery once you've chambered around, things like that. You'll certainly notice it. Now, this new 13-pound Max Control recoil spring is going to help stiffen it up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit stiffer to rack the slide, but what it's going to do, it's going to improve some of that felt recoil. It's going to reduce it, and then it's also going to help minimize some of that muzzle flip, which is a fantastic slight improvement to make, especially for any sort of concealed carry firearm. I mean, this is something where your life's going to be on the line. You're going to be heat of the moment, you know, a little stressed. So it's natural to have that adrenaline running, and you know, you're breathing heavy, and you know, it's not like shooting paper. Feels good, a little stiffer, but that's going to be expected. Obviously, it's a 13-pound Max Control recoil spring, going to help reduce some of that felt recoil and muzzle flip. So under the heat of the stress and moment of a self-defense situation, you're going to be much more prepared to stay on target round after round. Not to mention just target shooting in general. This is going to be much more conducive to helping you stabilize the pistol and keep the muzzle flip down, and obviously give you a little bit more recoil management. So reducing that recoil. We've got the new and improved 316 stainless steel guide rod, 13-pound Max Control recoil springs, got the A311 carbon steel magazine release, and we've also got a new aluminum trigger on the way. We've also got the trigger spring kit to reduce the trigger pull weight. So really fantastic all-around set of improvements to really take these pistols to the next level. Let's go ahead and put the other one in, the P32. All right, same simple process on the P32. Just going to pull back on that slide a little bit, then take our micro tip, get it under that takedown pin, and we're going to pop that pin right out. All right. Set the pin aside, go ahead and pull forward on the slide, and there's our stainless steel guide rod and factory set of springs. We're going to go ahead and replace those factory springs with the KEL-TEC P3AT P32 Max Control 13-pound recoil spring. Really helping reduce some of that felt recoil and muzzle flip. It's all about stability, control, performance, and accuracy enhancements. I mean, we really are taking it to the next level. So here's a closer look. So there's two springs. You've got one on the inside, one on the outside. All right, just like the factory setup. All right, now take the guide rod and springs, get them to locate on the front there of the slide, and drop right in and compress. Now I'll put the slide back on the frame, pull back a little bit on that slide. All right, you want to make sure that hole is completely clear there, so if you need to move that lug out of the way, just push it back or push back on the tip of the barrel there. Then grab your takedown pin, go ahead and insert it at a 45-degree angle, capture that spring, push it all the way in, lock it in place. Oh yeah, it's not bad. I mean, you don't even really notice that increase. It's really functional, feels solid and smooth, like it snaps back really quickly. And that's the thing, we want to replace worn out springs. So if you've got a worn out spring, it's going to be a major improvement. Really looking forward to it. Well, there you have it, guys. The Max Control 13-pound recoil spring to help improve the performance for two fantastic KEL-TEC concealed carry platforms, the P3AT and the P32. We've done a ton of things for these already. Really looking forward to the icing on the cake, which will be the aluminum trigger. Phenomenal platforms. Really excited about them. Can't wait to hear your feedback. Thank you, MCARBO Brotherhood, for your ideas and your support. And as always, happy shooting.